All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. Let's go ahead and talk about this one here. Let's do a quick post-fight discussion for Wang Cong taking on Bruna Brasil. Shout out to Wang Cong, man. She got back in the winner's circle against Bruna Brasil, got a 30-27 over Bruna Brasil. First off, I got to say, Wang Cong, I never knock her like technique and her skill set. She's a sharp striker all around, hands, kicks, whatever it is. Coming into this fight, her and Bruna Brasil, I thought that they would kind of match up a little bit evenly here. I thought that Bruna Brasil was going to carry the weight nicely and, be able to have like higher strike resistance too, like to some of Wang Cong's shots. But you could see a lot of shots from Wang Cong putting Bruna Brasil on respect mode early on. I mean, right away in the first round, when they exchanged low kicks, you could see the reaction. Like Bruna Brasil threw a couple of low kicks, Wang Cong threw a couple of low kicks. But whenever hers connected, you could see Bruna Brasil really starting to move away. I mean, some of Bruna Brasil's did add up a little bit. They did put a little bit of bruising on Wang Cong, but Wang Cong's, they were doing more damage. Her leg kicks were much more powerful in there, and you could just see like Wang Cong so much more comfortable in this fight when it came to the stand-up. She was really getting a good read on Bruna Brasil. I think Bruna Brasil, she's still lacking like the striking up top. Like I think she's just so like karate based and kicking based, where she's always looking for like the big head kicks and even like the fancy stuff like the spin kicks. I don't really think they went over like sharp striking. I mean, she was out there imitating or mimicking Sean Strickland for kicks. I'm like, hey, she could have learned a thing or two, man. You know what I mean? Like she could have learned a thing or two when it came to like the striking upstairs, because at least Sean Strickland, I mean, he got his butt whooped yesterday, but I mean, he can throw a nice jab, and he does throw a nice straight right hand. So Bruna Brasil could learn from that, because she was really lacking the straight punches upstairs. Like without the jab, she really wasn't able to find her range, like her striking range. She would miss by like barely an inch, when it came to throwing those right hands. Like every now and then, like she would land a right hand on Wang Cong, and that was only when Wang Cong stepped in, to be more offensive. But when they were like at mid-range or out on the outside, Bruna Brasil kind of struggled to find her range with the right hand. She would either throw overhand rights or not throw any at all. So Wang Cong just spent the majority of the fight just picking her apart, landing the better shots, backing her up, going to the body with kicks, going to the legs, going up top, landing some nice hard right hands. A few of those hard right hands kind of stunned Bruna Brasil, because everybody knows when you smile, it hurt. That's the old saying in boxing. When a person smiles, that means they got you, right? So yeah, I just saw Wang Cong in full control in this fight. Each round was pretty much the same, of her just having the better stand-up game, the more polished stand-up game, and just the bigger, stronger fighter as well. Bruna Brasil didn't really look that strong at this weight like I thought she would have. When I saw her at strawweight, I was like, okay, she's a big strawweight, and maybe if she moved up, she would be a little bit more powerful and maybe even a little bit more ripped. But she actually came in just about the same. She came in about the same, kind of fighting behind her opponent and getting picked apart. But yeah, I like what Wang Cong is doing when it comes to her patient stand-up. Like if she fights that way against some of the better fighters that don't have that striking IQ, and she keeps her hands up and she doesn't get reckless, I could see Wang Cong making it a little bit further. Like I could see Wang Cong getting up to like top 7. I don't want to, say, okay, she's going to be fighting for the belt one day yet, but I think she could definitely crack top 10. With some of these other girls that crack top 10, I think Wang Cong, as long as her takedown defense is on point and she continues to fight like this, a much more patient fighter, going to the body, going to the head, and mixing up her game and not looking for a knockout, I think she'll definitely be, a problem. But yeah, moving on from here, definitely get her in there with someone that's going to test her ground game. Get her in there with somebody with a higher strike punching resistance. I want to see her in there maybe against the winner of Andrea Lee, J.J. Aldridge, or the winner of Montana De La Rosa versus Luana Carolina, or Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy wants the last fight here pretty soon, or, Casey O'Neill. I know Casey O'Neill got an injury, but, hey, that's a fight. It could happen later this year, maybe by the time she recovers. But any of those fights are good. Or if they feel like they want to give it a 15, I don't know. Go ahead and do that. Ariane Lipsky don't have an opponent yet. So if Wang Cong wants to make a quick turnaround in like April or May, let's see it. As for Bruna Brasil, maybe making her way back down to 115, because I still don't think I don't think Bruna Brasil really has that type of well-rounded game or strength to hang with these girls at 125. Make her way back down to 115 and go from there. But what did y'all think of this one, y'all? Wang Cong 3027, Bruna Brasil, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.